Hi, in today's tutorial I want to show you how I create this Polaroid animation inside Adobe Express. It's a really popular trending animation right now, and I just want to show you how we can very simply and easily create this. So if I just play this for you just now, I just really like how we've got the Polaroids popping out from the camera, but then it's also got that really nice slow fade effect of the picture appearing, which it would do with a real animation as well. Let me just show you the timeline in here, and we can also now show all layers, so I can show you in a bit more detail that everything is done all in the one frame. There's no transitions, there's no different frames here, it's all in the one frame. The only difference is, if I show you here, that we have different timings that things appear. What I'm going to do is just kind of rebuild this template just now. Just add a blank scene, so we are starting again. And I'm just going to grab a background. I can grab any background at all. So if I just go to media and search for photos, I'm just going to type in colourful gradient. Now I actually like this one here. We'll just grab something nice and simple, and I'm going to turn it around, and then I'm going to set it to the background here. That's got our background. I'm going to search in media for a Polaroid camera, and I want it to be front facing. So we've got that one here which would work, and I'm just going to see if there's any other ones we could use as well. I think let's go for this one. I like this design. So we're just going to remove the background. We want to create the basic animation of the photograph emerging from the camera. And I just want to show you the previous one just so you can see how I've got these elements all to work together. So you'll see we've got the camera, but then I've also got this additional layer which is the camera again, but we have just cropped it exactly where the photograph emerges, and this is so we can get the photograph to enter and animate into the scene from behind the camera. The way we're going to get animation to work, it's going to start from off the page. To do that, we don't want it to show from behind the camera here, so we're going to have to split the background in two as well, so we can achieve that effect that we want to achieve. I'm going to copy and paste the camera, and I'm going to place it exactly on top. I'm just going to zoom in so you can see a bit clearer, and I'm going to drag it up to the top of the wee black box there where the photograph is going to emerge from. And then I'm going to check with my layers that the photograph is sitting underneath that top layer of the camera for that effect to work. Detach the image from the background and just make it the full size. And this time we're going to drag the layer so it's sitting as the very back layer. We do want to duplicate that, so let's duplicate the background. Place it exactly on top. This time it needs to sit on top of the image of the photograph, and we'll just drag this up so that it's covering the top part of the camera. We're going to animate that now. We're going to animate that now so I can show you why that is so crucial to have the layers all in the correct positions. Because now if I click on the photograph and I go to animation, and it's going to be on animate in, and I want it to slide, and if I click on the toggle, I want it to slide down the way, but I want it to not fade, and I want it to start outside the page. I'm going to slow this down so the animation takes longer, and you can see that it's now looks like it's emerging from the camera. Watch what happens when I move this to fit underneath the photograph. When we go back in and I show you the animate now, start outside the page, you'll see that it's now starting above the camera, and we don't want to see that. So it's really important that we have this bit of the background sitting above the photograph but underneath the camera. And this is how we get that really nice sliding effect as if it's just coming from inside the camera. So now we've got our layers in the right position and we have our basic elements. We can now start adding in the photographs that we want to show emerging, and we can add in our text and things. So I'm going to just use a stock image just now. I go to Media and Photos. Happy dog. Oh, I love this one here. This is a cute happy dog. Resize this so that it fits the frame of the Polaroid image. Now I was showing you how the animation worked, but I'm actually going to remove it just because now that we have the image in place, we have to select the image and the Polaroid image together and group it so that it animates at the same time. We just go back down and now click slide, have it so there's no fade, it's coming down from the top, it starts outside the page, and I'm going to change this to soft. We can really increase the timing to about 2.5 seconds, just so it's much slower in emerging. Also, just make sure we just have the image selected. We can select fade, and again the fade is happening a bit fast, so if we can change that up to 4 seconds so we really get to see the fade effect happening as it transitions into the frame. You can see that we've now got the Polaroid emerging out and that slow fade to show as the image emerging as well, which is how we get that really cool effect. And from there we can really design this any way you want. We can add in some text into the Polaroid image. I like to go into the fonts and click more fonts so we can then choose a nice written style. We can go for cursive, and the Adobe handwriting is a really cute one. I'm just going to change the colour, place that one there. We would just change this so that the text, we would just change the timing of the text appearing so that it doesn't appear too early. So we go into edit timeline, and you can see at the moment the word Teddy appears over the whole transition. But we want to take that down to just the last second of the animation. We can have the text appearing as if it's the typewriter effect. Take that down and play it for you. Then we can see that the text is just coming in there. We can add extra elements. I had some 3D stars. So again, we would just go into elements, search 3D stars, to have this cute gold star here, and this is where again you can add any animation you wish. You could have this popping onto the page. We can change how much of the intensity that it pops on, as you can see here. And again, we would just edit the timeline if we want to change when the star appears. So I also have a template prepared for you, which you can grab just now. It's in the description below. I'll pop it in the comment as well, and you can just grab the link. It's an Adobe Express template. It's yours for free, and then that way you can try this out for free. I'll just play it for you just now so you can see, and it has all of the effects you want. It has the text on there. You can just replace your image and replace your text really, really easily. Replace your background if you need. Now, the really good thing about these templates in Express is when you open it up, it shows you all the elements that are used in the design and where you can easily replace them. And it also shows you where your text is, and you can rewrite the text right from that text box as well. And it's really, really quick and simple to update. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. There will be more coming very, very soon. So make sure you are watching and make sure you are subscribed.